4:42. Sorry, I've been trading some earnings. It is Wednesday after the close. Read the disclosure. Let's get to it. My name is Scott Redler. I'm the Chief Strategic Officer of T3Live.com. Welcome to today's recap and look ahead. So, we've been talking about whether or not, tech's going to play some downside catch up, which would be like maybe the last leg lower based on, I guess, some of the Mag 7 turning into the Mag 5 or the Mag 4, depending where you look. And the weakness of all the other sectors. The small caps have been horrendous. Banks have been horrendous. XLE lost their, somewhat special status. And PS today, you had a quick move. We talked about, is this like a bear flag or a symmetrical triangle? Broke below 355.50 and then below 354, made a new low, 349.75. At this point after hours, it's hovering based on what Meta is doing. So you have to watch Meta. IBM's up a little bit. ServiceNow's off the lows. Still, I guess they're waiting for Meta's conference call. It's been all over the place. So as this, if you look, it had a quick move up to 351.50, and then it came right back. So the good book would say, there's no reason why the Qs won't make it to at least 345 and test the 200-day, if not even more, below. But I guess, we have to see. You go to the weekly chart, kind of looks like it just is leaving this pattern. And, you think it has moved, to here or somewhere in this way, or at least down to this, which is, again, this is 346-ish, which is, which is on the daily, right around the 200-day. And the SPYs already broke below. The SPYs here are below all the moving averages. Again, I drew this morning while I did the morning call at one of those and said, is it going to hold 421-ish, 422-ish? Didn't hold, broke, so you had to take a little care. And now it closed a little bit around the low from Monday, and now you have to look at what are the levels below if we're going to see some downside follow through. I think at some point we will. It's just a matter of whether it's tomorrow, to be honest. Right now, Meta's all over the map. At this point, it feels a little weaker than stronger. I mean, a little stronger than weaker. I'm sorry. I just made some money shorted, but it feels like there were a lot of buyers before. So if you look at Meta here now, and if you're playing after hours, it's coming into this symmetrical little triangle right now. And if it were to get above, I think 311, then some shorts would probably get squeezed up towards the 315, which was a big time level of resistance. Either which way, it's getting tight. If you're trading it, I'm going to do the recap and probably go home. I'm tired, but it's getting tight there if you're trading it. Just a little tunnel vision right there. And then if you're looking at the Qs, not the SPYs, or the Qs based on it, it's been really tracking it. So if Meta gets above that 310, 311, chances are the Qs after hours might get back above this, and this is where it just was. Just a little after hours jargon, but those are the levels. IWM, another new low. It said, used 164.65. It got, did nothing yesterday. XLF didn't quite break Monday's low, but there's nothing to get excited about, to be, to my humble opinion. XLE gave a little bit of a doji. The low here is what, 86.95. If you got out at 91 today, you had a chance to buy 86.95. I haven't traded the USOs in a long time, and thank goodness. Kind of saved my butt today. Why did it save my butt today? Because yesterday I tweeted to you guys, and I told you guys I was buying buying the $3 3-day pull-in the USO just in case the war expands to Iran or wherever. And basically, I just bought it yesterday. Bought options. I said I'm not buying them for Friday. I'm buying them for next Friday. Give it some room. And then today turned into, you didn't even have to do it. And then I bought the options as a potential play, and then I wound up turning it into a red dog reversal buy too. So sometimes they say, some guys like, Red dog, what's your conviction level? How do I know? I'm like, well, if I buy options first, I'm kind of thinking about it. And then if for some reason you see me buy it also besides the options. That means it turned into one of our strategies, and it turned into the red dog reversal there. If you look over here on the in the virtual trading floor, I wasn't long and I started buying. What does it say? Oh, that's the USO options. Let's go USO stock. I didn't start buying and I bought a few at 11.29, 11.30, 11.33. Then I trimmed a little bit into strength, and then I held the whole move and trimmed a little bit more. So it goes to show you that USO is overnight from yesterday. So that was a tester because I didn't know exactly when. Go to the other one, and then I bought USO stock. So bottom line is both helped me a decent amount today, considering I had Google options I lost, and then what else did I have? I had Snap options that I did pretty well with, to be honest. And now watch, look, here's the Meta trying to break back above this. I have a feeling Meta is going to be higher. Like everyone's been pressing it, but I'm not trading it anymore. There it goes a little bit, and the Qs will come up a little bit too. Remember this little spot, just if you're trading it just for a little tutelage. So anyway, so that's that. As far as USO, that helped. As far as Snap, first things first in the morning, it rallied, and I was like, you know what? I just don't think it's going to be sustained. So I was able to sell. If you look again here, my options for 50 cents. I had a lot of them, so that helped. If you look at the Snap calls, I was selling at 9:30, 9:31. Okay, if you go to Snap, go to the beginning of the day, this was 9:30, 9:31, 10:50. So it goes with that whole little landmine thought process. I'm like, if there's this 50 people walking through a war zone, and you hear, and everyone's like, what was that? Someone's like, hey, I must have stepped on a peanut shell. Someone else say, I could have been a landmine. And that guy just leaves. And then everyone else starts leaving, and this person, oh, no, that was a peanut. That was a peanut. And then, boom, everyone else there loses all their money. The people who leave and say, okay, maybe, they limit the damage. It's always better to be safer than sorry, in my humble opinion. Let's see, 2 hours now. This Meta's starting to get a little bit above it. So anyway, this is everyone talking on the alpha team. I don't have a lot going on overnight. So anyway, so so that helped. Okay. Also, Boeing, I took for a play. I was like scratching my head, like, why is Boeing up even this morning? And I figured maybe 189 would be the ultimate that it can get to, and then still would be a zero if I waited. So I just saw $1.25 and I sold it, and then Boeing wound up, giving me this really big, ugly candle. Like that's an ugly. Look at that. Opened above 189 was the, the resistance. I didn't feel like it had it in it, so I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. So again, the whole landmine thing. I bought it for $1.75. Why not get the hell out of the way? I was out by 9:32. So if I'm playing something for some kind of awesome move, something unexpected, kind of like Netflix was for a big move, and it's not there, and you have a way to just salvage the trade and get some money out, that's what I do. And as far as trading, I had a pretty good move in Tesla earlier on. I tried NVIDIA, and it was heavy, and thank goodness we got out of the way. And again, PS, there's not much to hang your hat on in this market. Look at Boeing. Boeing is, another big wide range bar all the way down here, not up there. Again, the Qs closed at, the low of since May-ish. Well, from the summer. Typically, that leads to lower prices. SPYs, tried to bounce back into the moving averages, which have been resistance. And this looks like, someone asked me, well, where is my Blood on the Street account going to get its third tier? Not here, not 412, maybe 403 to 408, depending on how it happens, if it happens. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I think it could happen. Here's 398. So these are your next 4 pivots. If 412 happened fast tomorrow, I'd probably be buying it. It all depends on how it happens. If we open up, we'll see. If we open down, do we reclaim this, 417.01 or not? So, if this, then that. Remember, the right setup, execute, proper decision, net money, move forward. That's how you move past a tricky time where you're trying to dig yourself out of a hole if you're in a hole. Anyway, so, not a whole lot to hang your head on. Google, look at that Just two gaps here. Now you have a big gap from here, okay? From we said if this isn't good, a lot of money is hiding in here. It's going to not help tech, and that's what didn't happen today. And then you have this gap from earnings that is now fills at the 200-day, which it probably hits. This is 125.07. 125.07. Chances are this is in the penalty box for a while, especially here's that, and now this high here is 128.31. That's your gap pivot. We did the same thing, same process. Did the same thing with with Tesla. Tesla had its gap and go to the downside. Gave you another day of follow through thereafter. Then it did a red dog reversal, and now today actually I got to say I did really well with Tesla early on. I think the ops team did also. Fast, gave you a quick trade, but then again, if you look here, it actually said when it was over. We saw it. I could see the flows with Tesla, and then right here went from relatively stronger to done with it. I don't think I traded it again. This is what? This is 11:20. If we were to take a look, I don't know where I lost Tesla here, but I mean the virtual trading floor. Let's see, where are they? Okay, so just I think if you go here, just so you see, Tesla, I sold it at 11:43. I was done trading that. Okay, so you move that over here. 11:43 was literally right around here when it broke this spot. Then look at it all the way down. Probably should have started when it's 218, but I think I have a little bit left. And then NVIDIA I was also trying, and then NVIDIA just wouldn't go, and I just got out of the way. And then NVIDIA was coming. It looked like it could go. It looked like tech was hanging in there, and then I think I got out somewhere around 4:30, but a lot better than 4:16. Right decision in the right spot. That's all you could. The conditions are the conditions. Your decisions are your decisions. That's the mantra moving forward. So again, trying to make some money and not get caught and keep my brain sane. So anyway, much better to get out of the way here. And some people probably even got short. Said, hey, you had your oversold bounce in NVIDIA, and now it's time for NVIDIA to trigger this big head and shoulders top pattern to the downside. Right, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline, maybe 403 to here. I'm not shorted. I'm just pointing it out. Could be. It could be. In order to do that, though, it's got to get below 409. It's got to get below 403. And then the pro earnings gap is down there. Then obviously whatever today's low is. Today's low is 415.55. By the way, Meta did nothing. Went to 310, came back down. Another scalp or another choppiness. 415 is where that closed. Let's see where this is tomorrow. But overall, not looking so healthy. The whole market's still not looking so healthy. You still have rates going high. You still have all this geopolitical mess going on. You still have the economy just starting to slow, not in a recession. You still have elevated PEs. We're getting through earnings season. There's nothing, special. Nothing's above the 8-day. Nothing looks like it's ready to go and make higher highs in trend. Netflix gave us a few good trades. I was actually pretty tight today. I probably shouldn't have, but you had a little red dog reversal here. I sold some into strength, and then I get out. But I'll revisit. I said I would give it to 407 or 408, but at the low of the day when I wasn't on my desk, I got stopped out, which is fine. I'll be able to revisit at some point, maybe. I'm sure I will. So the low of the day was somewhere around here, and I put it in when I left, and it got stopped out. Should have been 407, but you know what? It is what it is. I want to be risk averse. I want to be able to be tactical, net money, not be caught in things. When the market's potentially making lower lows multiple months, you don't need to be sitting in things. You could tactically just go after the strongest stocks when it's down. Now look at Tesla now. It's heading lower too. Market's weak. Q's looks like it's got rejected into here. It's going to go lower. Meta tried to get above. Now looks like it could head lower. Wait for the conference call. Yeah, this is where we are, boys and girls. Most sectors are below the 8 and 21 day. When they're below the 8 and 21 day, you know there's no momentum, there's no strength, you're not in them. And some are below the 50 day and the 200 day where nothing ever good happens. All that means is institutions aren't supporting them, and they could be traps and just a pain in the butt and not worth sitting in as an active trader. As far as long term, hey, the bull market will win. The question is, will it win in a year from now, 2 years, or 3 years? But that's not going to help your active trading checks for October, November, December, but that could help your long-term health, etc. All right, guys, I got to jump. It's 5 o'clock. Get some rest. We'll approach today tomorrow. We'll approach tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, I appreciate you.